Hello friends, I'm Kate. This is Diamond Painting and Dr. Pepper, and today I have a little bit of a different video for you. I have decided, since I'm having so much trouble just straight filming a whip and chat, I'm going to do things a little bit differently for a while on this channel. But first, let's get started with our diamond painting. This is Chip from Disney and Diamond Art Club, and it is the second to the last of the little Disney paintings that I've been working on this month for my Disney Fan DP along. And I only have Dale left after this one, so that's exciting. So what I've run into is that I have a really hard time being able to sit down for an hour straight and record a whip and chat lately. It's partly to do with like time constraints, and it's partly to do with mental health issues. And I was thinking, I love doing my vlogs, but lately I've been recording some kind of whip and chat style segments in my vlogs and using that to kind of keep you guys updated with what's going on. And that was also another reason I decided to change things up, because I ended up putting the same information in my vlogs and in my whip and chats, obviously because I'm talking about my life and what's going on with my life in both. And so it ended up being kind of a repeat of information. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to go ahead and combine my vlogs with like this whip and chat style where I'm diamond painting and updating you guys on stuff that's going on. But I'm also going to be filming clips of, what's happening in real time and including those two. So it'll be like a combination vlog whip and chat thing. So yeah, I decided I wanted to post these on the weekends because then that way it's just better for my brain, because whatever happens during the week is what gets posted at the end of the week, instead of when I was posting my vlogs, it was like a midweek posting. And not only was it harder for me to be able to have time to edit that in time to get it out for Wednesday, but it was kind of cutting the weeks in half, it felt like, because it was going, over the weekend and stuff. So I don't know, my brain works in weird ways, but what I wanted to do was go ahead and post this video this weekend. And in order to make it so it's not super short, I'm going to record kind of a whip and chat that that's lengthier for the end of it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to Past Me, who has recorded some clips during the week for you, and then I will come back afterwards and do a little bit more chatting with you as I work on this kit. So let's get to it. Hey everyone, it is Tuesday the 11th. It is, well, as always, it's late after midnight, so it's technically the 12th, but I haven't gone to bed yet. So for me, still Tuesday. It was my first day back at work today after my long weekend with Katie, so I did some catching up at work and tried to get all caught up to where things were when I left off last week, and answer emails and see just what was waiting for me when I got back. And it wasn't too bad, luckily. But then I just did some chores and edited last week's vlog, which is a short one because a lot of it was just taken up with spending time with Katie and not really filming during that time, which is just fine. We just wanted to hang out together, I am working on Pluto, as you can see over there. Don't mind the Dr. Pepper cans that I have to take out to the garage. Those are they're empty. They're just waiting to be moved to their rightful position in the garage. But anyway, that's all I've been working on today. I wanted to check in with you guys, start this week's vlog, and I am not sure how much I'll be filming this week because It's looking to just be a regular week for the most part. Casey has school and I have work and my husband has work, and that's pretty much it. So we'll see how it goes. Okay guys, I thought we could do a little bit of a Disney fan DP along update and see where I'm at with all of my mini kits. I think I previously showed you in another video that I had finished Daisy. So over the weekend while Katie was here, I finished Donald and Goofy and started Pluto. So here's where I'm at. I just finished this section on Pluto tonight. I have 4 more sections left. Well, really 3 if you combine these 2, and they're smaller. So this will be done pretty quick. And then I'll just have Chip and Dale left. And while I have you guys, I thought I would do a special unboxing. So let me grab that real quick. Okay, if there are any fans out there of Dragonsteel, otherwise known as Brandon Sanderson's company, or any of his books, you might be excited to see this. So, and if you're not, I'm sorry, I'm excited, so I want to share it with you guys. This is Way of Kings gem art. The Way of Kings is Brandon Sanderson's first novel in his Stormlight archive. And these were on sale at the convention, the Dragonsteel convention that my kids and I went to in December, but I did not have any room to fit one of these in my luggage for the return flight, so I didn't buy one. But then, a month later, they put them up on the Dragonsteel website. So I had to get one. And I'm a little bit, I'm of 2 minds, because I'm really excited for fan art to diamond paint of my favorite book series. But also this was made with, you know, just a random company, and it's computer rendered, and it's smaller than it should be for what it is. So I don't have high hopes for it being great quality, and I don't know what the experience is going to be like of doing it. But I couldn't not have fan art of my favorite books as a diamond painting, you know what I mean? So here this is. I love that the box is triangular. The branding is awesome for Dragonsteel. It's got a little bit of Dragonsteel information here too. So I don't even know, you know, which company they went with for manufacturing, because it's all Dragonsteel branded. But oh, here we go. Okay. So that's all wrapped up together. There's nothing else in the box. Let's put that aside. And let's get into this baby. Okay. Oh my gosh, the back is very rough and the edges are just straight cut. So hopefully it won't fray too much when I'm working on it. I am gonna have to zoom you guys out a little bit to see the whole thing, but let's just get it unrolled here. Oh my gosh. Okay. So it looks like it comes with a toolkit. Okay. We have a small, very cheap tray. We have a standard pen with a two-placer. Oh my gosh, you don't usually see a two-placer, I feel like. That's fun. We have some angled tweezers that are metal, but not sharp at all or anything. And then we have 2 plates of wax. So I'll be right up front and say I'm not going to be using any of this, so I'll probably toss all that, but you know, it comes with the kit, so I'm showing you. This is an 86 by 45 centimeter kit, so it's very small, and as you can see, here's the drills. I'm going to put those aside for a moment and just bring this up so you can kind of see. This has been, the image has been printed straight on the canvas, and then the drills are kind of placed over the image, but it's not like, I don't have high hopes for what the final piece is going to look like. However, I do really love this artwork. Let me see if I can zoom out at all. Okay, we can at least get the top and bottom. But here's the left side. And then I'll move it so you can see all the way to the right. Just kind of curling a little bit. But yeah, basically this is a stained glass image of the events in the first novel. And they kind of follow like a figure eight or an S pattern from the start of the book to the end of the book. And it's really cool. And Brandon Sanderson actually has this artwork as stained glass up in his home, so that's really neat. But yeah, I'm really excited to work on this at some point and see how it turns out. I think it's going to be an experience moving from being used to doing like Diamond Art Club paintings and just the high quality that I'm used to something like this, which is just not at all what I'm used to. So hopefully if I let this kind of flatten out, maybe it won't have quite as many wrinkles. I'm not familiar with this material that it's on, so I have no idea what it's going to be like. The plastic is very thin, so this might be one I actually try covering with release papers, because I don't like working with thin plastic. Hopefully this isn't too noisy. I have a mic on, so I'm hoping that the noise of the plastic isn't too loud, but I guess we'll see when I go to edit this. But yeah, I don't think it comes with any special drills. It looks like all just regular drill numbers. This one's almost cut off here at the end, funny. Let's look at the drills and see. Obviously it's a round drill kit, but let's see if we can see any kind of quality issues or anything with these. Looks like they go in numerical order, and the drills look good quality. I don't see too much trash in here, or any like tabs or little pieces of plastic. They might be acrylic drills. They probably are acrylic drills, which I'm definitely, ooh, this color has like some weird size issues going on in there. If you can see that, like we've got some misshapen ones and some really tiny ones in there. So that could be interesting. Hopefully there's enough extra to make up for all of that. But yeah, I definitely think these are acrylic. They seem to have like the little pin pricks in the bottom that kind of indicate acrylic drills. And I haven't really worked too much with acrylics at all, so I don't know what this will be like, but it will be interesting to see for sure. And I'm excited to see how the final image turns out. It's an experiment, guys. It's an experiment. We'll see how it goes. I am definitely 100% spoiled. So, but like I said, it's artwork of my favorite book series, and this is the only way I'm going to get to diamond paint it. So I had to get it. But yeah. All right, I'm going to pack this up and chat with you guys later. Well, would you look at that? Whoa. Hey guys, it's Thursday night. I am done with work and ready to diamond paint, and I get to listen to the Starless Sea because Sam has completed the section that we were on previously. So that means it's time for all of us to move on to the next section together, and I am excited to be back to this book. I really like this one. So I'm just here working on Pluto. I think I just dropped some wax on him. Let's fix that. Okay. I am doing this section here, and I don't have much to go, but we'll see how far I get tonight. Okay, update. We have finished 2 more sections and started a third, and I am finished with the next section of Starless Sea. So until my kiddos catch up with me, I have to read something else. So I'm gonna probably keep reading The Will of the Many while I keep on diamond painting. It is snowy outside and a bit icy, and we're supposed to get more snow and ice tonight. So keeping cozy inside and just hanging out with my diamond painting. Might finish it tonight if my shoulders and neck don't get too sore. Looks a bit different at nighttime without the light shining through, but getting down there. We chose colors for some of the other fish today, these ones. So they're gonna be, the top fin is this like darker yellow, and then the top of the like a stripe down their back is gonna be black, and then their belly is gonna be this white. Well, not the belly, but like the main body. If you look at them, this part will be the white, and then the bottom part here will be this lighter yellow. So that'll be pretty. And they come next. So fun. And then there's more fish towards the bottom. But we already chose colors for those too. They're down here. Pretty. Hey guys, it is Friday night. I'm off work, yay! And I am getting a Dr. Pepper because it's that kind of night. And then I'm gonna maybe diamond paint, maybe draw. I finished Pluto early last night. Well, okay, early this morning, late last night. Oh, gotta put another Dr. Pepper box in the fridge because that was the last one. But yeah, so I finished Pluto and I only have Chippendale left to go. But tell me why I want to kit up that Way of Kings cheapo kit, because I'm like intensely curious just how bad it is. Like I'm looking at the render, I'm like, ooh, they just printed it on and then like slapped some colors on top, and it's like a computer render type thing, and I'm like, I'm very curious how it's gonna turn out, and all the drills are acrylic, and there's like extra plastic around them, and they're different sizes, and I don't know why I'm in the mood to torture myself apparently. But I also I love the original artwork, and I want to have this diamond painting because it's my favorite book series. I just wish it was the size it needed to be. I wish it was hand rendered. Basically, I wish it was like a Diamond Art Club painting. But anyway, I still want to do it because I think it'd be a fun experience, maybe. Or maybe I'm just going to hate it. I don't know. So I'm deciding whether I want to kit that one up or kit up the next. I don't really kit up the Disney little diamonds paintings. I'm just like doing them using the trays as my containers. And since all of them have black, I've just like reused the same tray for all of them, you know? So I don't know if I want to just do the next one of those. To be fair though, I'm getting some round kit exhaustion. I really want to work on a square kit again. Like I'm missing squares. I'm a square girly at heart, and having done all of these rounds in a row is like, but I want to do some squares. The Way of Kings one is also not a square. But I do have Cozy Christmas kitted up that's a square, and I could work on that some more, even though February is not over yet. I don't think I have enough time in February to finish a larger Disney kit after I get done with all these little ones. I just don't think there's going to be enough time. And the one that I was gonna do is another round, and it's like a bigger round, and I think it would be quick because it's a lot of color blocking, that retro stitch one, but I don't think it'd be quick enough for me to finish it this month. And after this month I want to get back to like Cozy Christmas and then start Artsy Girl, which I cannot wait. And I found out, I did the math and discovered that Artsy Girl, if I do it in the order I think I'm doing, Artsy Girl would actually be my 50th finish, which, I mean, that's kind of special. And I haven't been as excited for a kit as for Artsy Girl in a really long time. I just love that piece so much. I don't know what it is about it. It just speaks to me. So I think having that one as my 50th finish would be really special, and I'd like that a lot. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm probably not going to kit up retro stitch. I'm probably just going to stick with the 8, well, really I only have done, will have done 6 of them during the month of February, but the 6 mini Disney kits, those will be what I stick with, I think, for the Disney Fan DP along. And then I might go back to Cozy Christmas Witch when those are done, and also kit up Artsy Girl. And maybe the Way of Kings one. I don't think I'll finish that before I finish Artsy Girl because I want Artsy Girl to be my 50th. So yeah, anyway, those are my thoughts. It is Friday night, like I said. I'm very excited for a weekend and diamond painting and maybe some drawing. I've been really missing doing some art, and I want to finish. I have all these things started and I just have not finished anything in forever, so I'd love to finish an art piece, but I don't know if it's happening this weekend. I also have some graphic design stuff to do. Like, I'm gonna create the the header image for the Mrs. Butter D event that's happening in July. I've got to create that soon, hopefully this weekend. So I have a lot to do, but it's all fun stuff, so I just got to get to it. Actually, guys, I totally forgot that I got a box today, a delivery from last weekend's Diamond Art Club drops. So I thought I would open these up with you here on camera and maybe check out the Treasure Quest cards. I'm very excited. Okay, let's see. Ooh, should we start with the big one? Let's start with the big one. So we have yet another Eeeeey that totally spoke to my heart this week. And you guys, so I've been talking about how my mental health has not been greatest lately, and I've been doing a lot of reading and a lot of distraction to try and help me get through these times. And this kit, I think you can kind of see, this kit is just summing all of that up in one image. There's a girl inside her safe space that's just piled high with all these books. She's even got a snake in here and a black cat like my Fix-It Felix Jr. And it's just, it's everything I'm feeling right now. And so yeah, another Eeeeey kit that just spoke to me. So I had to get this one. Let me move this out of the way real quick. I didn't bother to put my mic on, so I'm hoping you can hear me. But yeah, I am very in love with this because it's me right now. I'm just gonna open the top and pull out the sticker sheet to show you in the treasure quest card, but yeah, I really needed this one. Maybe I'll get a chance to do it soon. It's another really big kit, like 70 centimeters wide. So these take me a few months to do this size. So it just depends on what other stuff I have going on. I know I'm going to want to do an Ivy Dollamore kit in May for Michaela Renee's Ivy Along. Here's our sticker sheet. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, can you see that? Yes. So pretty. So it's a bronze card, this one. Oh, I love all those stacked books. And here is the original image so you can see it better. Isn't that gorgeous? This is a 69.9 centimeter by 104.8 centimeter. Square drills, 96 colors. I forget, let's see. We've got 4 ABs and 4 fairy dust in this one. It's going to be a blast once I get to it. But like I said, who knows when that's going to be. Anyway, so I'm going to pack this one back up and we'll look at the other two. Next we have Spooky Gamer Girl by Rosie Scribbles. I love this one so much. Oh my goodness. Let's get into it. This one is another square. It's 22 by 28 inches or 55.8 by 70.7 centimeters. I love Rosie Scribbles. She's up there as one of my top faves for sure. Here is our card. We have, isn't that adorable? Hold on, it's too close. There we go. Ah, so good. That's a bronze card too, by the way. Oh shoot, I didn't take the other one out. I don't know if I've ever shown you guys. I have this little card book that holds all my cards. And so it's got like a card on each page kind of thing. And I keep them in here, even though I haven't like started the kit or anything yet. So I meant to keep the other one out and I didn't. So I have to go back and get it. But here's the original artwork on this one. It's so adorable. I love it so much. Yeah, man. I only wish I could diamond paint faster because I want to do all of these diamond paintings. Like, I don't mind that I'm slow for the most part because it's not a, it's not a race. But the fact that there's so many I want to do makes me wish I could be a little bit faster just so I can do more of them. Okay, so that's the second one. And the last one is Shelter by Geneva Bowers. I am so excited that Geneva Bowers licensed with DAC. Oh my gosh. And I was I wanted one and I was kind of waffling between this one called Shelter and the one called Cup of Sunshine. And I waited long enough that one of them sold out and made the decision for me. So Cup of Sunshine sold out, and that meant that I could pick up Shelter and feel like, okay, that was the one that I should get because it's the one that's still in stock. Here's the card. This one's a bronze too. Isn't she pretty? All those fish. This card is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love having these so much. Okay, so there's that. And then just because I'm showing the original artwork on the sticker sheet because you can't really see on the card the whole thing. So there's that, so pretty. Oh, and this one, I don't think I even told you the stats on Spooky Gamer Girl. I'll come back to that. Okay, so for Shelter, it has 58 colors. And it's got, let's see, 1, 2, 3 ABs and 4 fairy dust. And it is 55.8 by 70.7 centimeters, which is the same size, actually, as Spooky Gamer Girl, which I did tell you. But for Spooky Gamer Girl, that one has 63 colors with 4 ABs and 5 fairy dust. So yeah, that is my Diamond Art Club haul from last weekend. They actually got here quicker for me than they usually do, and they would have been here even quicker if it hadn't snowed here on Thursday. So yeah, that was fast. It actually came via OnTrack for the first time ever. Like mine usually come FedEx or UPS, but this time it was OnTrack. So maybe OnTrack is faster for me. I know for some people it's like not as fast, and for other people it's faster. So maybe for me it's faster. I don't know. What I do know is that tomorrow a Mrs. Butter D kit is coming out. So I will be purchasing tomorrow too. So that one's Love, Music, and Family, or Music, Love, and Family. Can't remember what order it's in. But yes, that one will be coming home to me. I love Mrs. Butter D kits, and there have been a couple I've missed, and I've always been sad I missed them. So I'm picking this one up. Yeah, really excited. Hope you guys get what you are wanting tomorrow. If you are putting anything on your wish list or picking anything up, I'm crossing my fingers for you and for me. And there are a lot of good ones this week. Like I love the Margaret Morales. I love the May one. I love the Aria Illustrations one. Those are all totally my style, but I'm trying to be a little bit picky because there's always more good stuff coming up, and we have some expenses lately that have made it a little bit more difficult for me to go hog wild. So anyway, I'm getting the Mrs. Butter D though. All right, we started Chip. So far, just one color down. Actually, you probably can't see it on camera, but I mixed these drills in with the ones from Pluto because Pluto had the same color, 972. And there are two different dye lots in there. I don't think it's even picking up on camera, but my eyes can see it. But I think it'll look fine as part of the background, so I don't even care. But yep, we're working on this guy, and then we'll just have Dale and we'll be done. Okay, last update for the night, and there's one section left to go on this one. I really want to finish, and I'm also like 2 hours away from finishing The Will of the Many, my audiobook. But it's 4:30 a.m. and I can't stay up long enough to finish either one of them tonight. So it'll have to be tomorrow, but maybe I can finish this one and Dale tomorrow and just be all done with all of them. So we'll see how it goes. It's Saturday tomorrow and I don't have any plans, so could go just that way. We'll see. Okay guys, I'm back. It is Saturday and I am gonna finish this kit today and then probably get to work on Dale and maybe finish him off today too. I've been listening to a lot of my audiobook last night while I was working on this. I was listening to The Will of the Many by James Islington. I keep wanting to pronounce his name Islington because it's spelled like Islin, which to me just sounds better as Islington. But I've heard other people pronounce it and they say Islington, so they probably know better than I do. So anyway, that was a side note. But I've been listening to The Will of the Many and I am only about 15% away from finishing it. I'm liking it a lot. It kind of reminds me a tiny bit of Red Rising, which I read a year ago, but I didn't really like Red Rising, and I'm liking this one. And I don't know 100% why that is. I think part of it is that there's people in this one that I can like. And for me, if there aren't any characters I can really attach myself to in a book, I have a hard time getting through it. So I just think that's part of it, is the characters are more likable, in my opinion. And I also just like how it's written better, like personally. I just think it's better written. But yeah, really enjoying it. Some people think the main character is a bit of a, like, he doesn't have any flaws. Sorry, side note, if you can hear loud cars outside, I am filming at 5 in the evening and people are just loud outside my window. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, some people think that the main character doesn't have any flaws, but he definitely makes mistakes throughout the book, and things don't always go his way. And yes, he is good at a lot of things, but I think the book does explain why that is in a way that is believable enough to suspend disbelief, you know? And yeah, I can see where they're coming from with that criticism, but I still think the book is really exciting and interesting even with that happening. So it doesn't bother me too much. I could see how it would bother some people. I'm enjoying it. We'll probably definitely read the second one when it comes out. I'm not sure when that's going to be. But I also have another series by the same author that I'm interested in getting into, which is the Lycanius trilogy, and I've heard that's really good, and it's a complete trilogy. So now that I know I like his writing style, I will probably read that one at some point, hopefully soon. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna jump into next once I'm done with this book. I have several books downloaded in my Audible library that I got when they were on sale, or I just used up my credits on. And one of them is the last book in a series that I have been reading by Howard Andrew Jones. It's the Ringsworn series, and I just found out recently that unfortunately the author passed away recently. And I'm a bit sad about it because my friend one time received an ARC of one of the books in the Ringsworn trilogy and loved it a ton and left a review about it, talking about, you know, how excited she was and all of her thoughts about the book. And the author actually contacted her and like geeked out with her about his books. And they were pen pals for a little bit, back and forth. So hearing that he'd passed away and he wasn't super old is just really sad. So I do want to finish that series. The problem I'm having with that particular one is that the audiobook narrator for that series is the worst one I think I've ever listened to. Like, just, and it's my personal opinion, but I cannot stand how she reads these books. And so that's my hesitation on listening to that one. I kind of don't remember. It's been a while since I've read them, and I don't remember everything that happened in the first two. And I feel like I should read them all again if I'm gonna finish off the last one, but I don't think I can sit through that narrator again through all three books. So I might look up see if anybody has done a summary of the first two books so that I can just go straight to reading the third book and not have to listen to the first two again. So that's my thought of what I might do next. We'll see for reading. Some of the things that you might have seen in the vlog portions of this video that I don't think I explained super well are for my birthday, and I guess partially for Valentine's Day, my husband surprised me with a whole set of hex-clad pans, which is something you might remember if you've been around my channel for a while. We had been talking about maybe replacing our pans with hex-clad pans because they have a lifetime warranty and they don't use Teflon, and you're supposed to, you know, be able to buy them once and never have to buy pans again. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I was really excited to start cooking with those, and I made myself a grilled cheese sandwich on the griddle. And yeah, that was a really cool surprise for an early birthday present. My birthday is next week. I took the day off because Fletcher is gonna come visit me that day, and I'm so excited to see him and hang out and maybe play some games and do some diamond painting when he's here. You guys will see that in next week's video. Oh, you could probably hear my cat. He's lost. He's like, where is everybody? Silly kitty. This morning, I had set an alarm for just before 9 so I could wake up and purchase the Mrs. Butter D that was going up on Diamond Art Club. And you guys, I cracked my eyes open, and the first thing I did was look at the phone next to my bed and see that it was 9:45. Like, my alarm was going off, it was 9:45. I think it had been going off for 45 minutes. And I don't know if I was pushing snooze in my sleep or if it just was going off that whole time. I have no idea, but the way I broke out in a sweat, I was like, what if it's sold out? I ran to Diamond Art Club's website, and thankfully at that point it was still in stock and I was able to pick it up. It has since sold out, so I don't know how barely I made it, but man, it was hard to get back to sleep after that, even though I was exhausted. I had gone to bed at like 6:30 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. So I had only slept for like 3 hours by that point. So I was really tired, but it was hard to get back to sleep because the adrenaline was pumping. But yeah, I did manage to pick that one up, thankfully, and I'm excited to receive that one. I also got myself another 12 placer for because I keep having to move my placers around whenever I want to use a different pen, and I want to slowly increase my collection of tips so that I don't have to constantly be shifting them from one to another, because then it wastes. I have to wrap the washi tape around them so they're nice and firm so they fit really well in the pen. But the more I move them around, the more it like tears down the washi tape, and I have to keep using new washi tape, and it's a whole thing. So that'll be good. Get another 12 placer. In fact, these probably would go a lot faster if I was working with a 12 placer instead of this one, which I think is a 6 placer. But it's just the one I happened to have handy when I was looking for one to add to this pen that I've been using. So that's what I've been using, and it's still going nice and quickly. I'm just kind of taking my time, and they're still going fast because they're, small kits. So fun. Yeah, before I started this one, I had actually rolled my spinny wheel because there were several things I wanted to do. I was kind of like, do I want to work on another Disney kit right away? We're only halfway through the month. I'm getting a little bit tired of round drills, and so I put a bunch of stuff on my wheel. I was like, okay, I can work on another Disney kit. I can kit up Artsy Girl, which is going to be my next start after I finish Cozy Christmas Witch. I can kit up my Way of Kings diamond painting like I was talking about in a previous clip. Not sure how that's going to go, but I put it on the list. And then I put Cozy Christmas Witch on there. Maybe I could do like a section of that just to get my square fix in, because I've been doing so many rounds. And I spun the wheel and it came up with a Disney kit. So I kitted up this one after all and worked on this. So I don't know if I'll do that again when this one is done and see what the wheel lands on for whether to work on Dale or one of those other things, but we'll see. I'm excited to see what happens. I do kind of just want to, I only have one left, you know, so part of me is like, oh, let's just finish it. But I don't know, I also love to spin the wheel and see what I get, so we'll see. Oh, since we were talking about me sleeping through my alarm and having trouble sleeping, I thought I'd update you guys on my sleep study that I took a week ago? A little over a week ago. No, 2 weeks ago, I guess. Yeah, time just flies. Yeah, I got the results back, and they didn't call me to talk about it or anything, so I was just reading the report that they put in like the patient portal, and I don't 100% know what everything means because it's in doctor speak. But from what I can gather, it sounds like I have moderate sleep apnea, especially when I'm lying on my back. So the suggestions that they put in the report were to not lie on my back to sleep, which unfortunately that's one of the easiest ways I can get to sleep. I can't stay asleep on my back, but I can fall asleep the first time on my back, and then once I wake up from that, it's easy to turn over to my side and go back to sleep. But it's hard to fall asleep on my side for some reason. It's just less comfortable. So that was one suggestion. Another suggestion was to try CPAP, and I don't know if I can do that. I already have so much trouble with my skin. I have something called perioral dermatitis, which I've mentioned before on the channel, but if you're newer, I have perioral dermatitis, which causes a lot of like red bumps on my skin, especially around my nose and mouth area. And it's not something that can be cured. It can just kind of be treated when it happens. And it's a reason I can't wear makeup that often and stuff like that, because it can make it worse. But I have trouble with aggravating that condition just wearing glasses on my face all the time. I think if I was trying to wear a mask tight around my, nose and mouth every night, it would just do horrible things for my perioral dermatitis. And it's already like really frustrating, that condition, because it hurts. It makes my skin really dry and itchy, and obviously it doesn't look the best. So, and I can't cover it up with makeup. So it's just a whole thing. And I don't know. I don't think a CPAP would be great for me for that reason. So I am hesitant to do that. And then another option is to do the surgery. That was the whole reason we did this sleep study, to remove my tonsils, because they are they're a larger size than normal, like not super abnormal. They're not in the abnormal range, really. They're just on the large side of normal. And they cause an obstruction, especially when I'm sleeping on my back. And I think it blocks off the airflow. And that's what this report was saying, which is why I have more trouble with sleep apnea when I'm lying on my back. So that is an option. I don't 100% know I want to do that. Just because when I chatted with the doctor about potentially doing the surgery, it sounds like it hurts a lot as an adult. Like, I mean, it hurts for kids too, but they bounce back faster. And I guess adults, it can take like 2 weeks to start feeling normal again. And I'm just imagining like my throat being sore for 2 weeks straight. And I guess you have to like not work for a while too afterwards, because the recovery is pretty rough. And then not only that, but I'd have to be off my diabetes medication for like 2 weeks before the surgery. because it slows down digestion, and that can cause problems during a surgery too. So there's just a lot to consider with that. I mean, it might also have some additional benefits, like when I get sick, I almost always have a bad sore throat, and it's really painful and I hate it. But the doctor did say that might still happen even without my tonsils. Like I could still get sore throats when I'm sick. It just might not happen as often. So there's a lot to think about. I don't know how I feel about it right now. I'm leaning towards not doing the surgery and just not sleeping on my back. So I don't know. It's a lot. Have any of you happened to have tonsillectomies as an adult? Let me know, please, if you have. I'd be curious to see how the experience went for you. The doctor said that for some people it goes really easy, and for other people it's just a really difficult time. So there's no way to predict how I would feel. Another thing you'll have seen in my vlog clips for the week is that it did snow here. On Thursday morning, we woke up to just a blanket of snow, and school was canceled, and Casey was super happy about it. And it was canceled Friday also. So that was fun. I love the snow when I don't have to drive in it, and I didn't have to drive in it at all. So we had the news Wednesday night, the warning that it would be coming, and so we did some extra grocery shopping and stocked up, so we didn't have to go anywhere. And there's actually still snow on the ground today, which for Oregon, where I live, is not super common. I don't think it snowed even at all last year, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, snowed quite a bit here for our area, and that was neat. The dogs loved it. As you saw, that's a clip that my husband sent me, which is why it's filmed vertically. I don't hardly ever film vertically, but yeah, that was really funny to see them out there playing together in the snow. Max was like, "Ah, this is perfect for me." As a Great Pyrenees, he's like fitting right in with the snow. So he really enjoyed that. And then the other thing is that my dad has been messaging me about the diamond painting he's working on, which is A Day's Journey, one of the kits of my artwork that he really wanted to work on. And so I got it for him, and he's been steadily working on it. And he sent me an update picture, which I can show you here. And he is getting close to being done. He has like less than a quarter of the painting left to go, and it's looking really good. I asked him, "So are you gonna miss diamond painting when it's done, or are you just happy to have it over with?" And he responded that he is excited to have it done and framed. So I took that to mean he probably won't be doing any more diamond painting, but I'm proud of him that he has been so dedicated to getting this one done. He's going to finish this before my husband even gets halfway through on the one he's been working on for like 2 or 3 years at this point, because he works on it so rarely. But yeah, my dad's telling me that he sits down at least an hour a day and works on this diamond painting, so that's fun. It's really cool to see him, I don't know, support me that way. Like, he really liked that artwork, and he's not a diamond painter, but he still wanted to complete that painting and get it framed and hung up, and not just have me do it for him, but he wanted to do it. So I don't know, that was really special to me. So yeah, I'm excited to see him finish that. All right, guys, I think that's all I had to update you on this week. I hope that those of you who are not huge fans of the vlog style will still enjoy these videos that have the whip and chat sections in them. I think probably in the future I'll be filming more of these sections throughout the week instead of like a big one at the end, but we'll see. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to go yet, but it should be fun. It's just going to be a lot easier for me when I don't have to tell myself that I need to film for an hour straight. For some reason, that's just hard for me to do lately. So we're going to go ahead and do yay or nay for the week. It's been a while since we did the last one because I was doing them just in my whip and chats and I haven't been able to film a whip and chat in a while. So last time I asked, are you a fan of musicals? And the answer was wildly in favor of yay. In fact, I didn't get any nays in the comments. It was all yays. So 15 yays for musicals. Actually, I did get one person who said, well, I'll just read it to you. Dark Lady 10001 said, it's hard for me to say whether I like musicals because I've never been to one and I don't remember seeing any on TV. Maybe I could go to one this year. So yeah, we didn't have any nays, just a kind of neutral. But wow, you've never seen any musicals? Have you ever seen like any of the Disney cartoons that are, have songs in the middle? Those would count for me, I think, as musicals. For myself, yes, I love musicals. It is just, I don't know, there's something about them. They're so fun. I love the singing, and sometimes the songs are really good, especially when the songs are created in such a way that they move the story forward within the course of the song, and they're not just like a commentary on what's going on. They actually have plot implications, like something happens in the song to make a decision or what have you. Yeah, I don't know if I'm explaining things right or not, but some of your other comments were so fun. Jennifer Zyron said, yay for musicals. My mom and stepdad loved them, and I was and am lucky enough to live near big cities so I can see stage productions. I generally like to see the plays if I can, but I also love the movies, provided they get people who can sing. I'm looking at you, Phantom of the Opera. Wicked has never played near me, or if it has, it's been super expensive, so the movie will be my first experience. Oh my gosh, Phantom of the Opera. I grew up listening to that soundtrack, but never having seen the musical. And I was trying to piece together the story just based on the songs, which was really fun. And then I watched the movie with Gerard Butler when it came out in theaters, and it was interesting to see where I had been wrong and where I had been right with what was happening in the story just based on the songs. So that was fun. I like Gerard Butler as an actor, but I did not love him as the Phantom. I didn't think his voice was quite right for the role. Of course, it's hard to compare to Michael Crawford, who was the original Phantom in the Broadway show. His voice is just like angelic. So maybe that's a difficult distinction, but I really liked Emmy Rossum as Christine. I thought she did an amazing job, and I loved her voice a lot more. And this is probably kind of a controversial take, but I loved her voice a lot more than Sarah Brightman, who was the original Christine. Just, it was more clear and clean, and I just loved it. So I remember wishing at the time that I could have a version of the soundtrack with Emmy Rossum singing the Christine parts and Michael Crawford still singing the Phantom parts. Gail McCormick says, yes, I love musicals, but I was always a theater person, so that's no surprise. I don't engage with them nearly as much as I used to, but I still manage a couple plays and musicals with local theater companies every year. That's so cool! I don't do anything like that, but I think it would be really fun and probably also really stressful, so kudos to you. Rebecca Hutto says, "Yay for musicals. It reminds me of days long ago when schools actually did field trips that included the arts. I was able to see Wicked years ago in Chicago when I accompanied my daughter's high school band to the Christmas parade there." Oh, that's so cool. I'm so glad you were able to do that. I remember those days too when I used to have really fun school field trips. I think we went to see the Nutcracker Ballet once as a school trip, and that was really neat. We traveled up to Seattle. That was back when I lived in Tacoma. I did go to a private school at that time, so that probably had something to do with it, but yeah, we were able to go up to Seattle to see the Nutcracker Ballet, and that was really neat. So as for yay or nay this week, I still have been really interested in watching things that Jonathan Bailey is in. I did watch some of Bridgerton season 2 before our Netflix subscription ran out the other day. I didn't get through all of it, but I enjoyed thoroughly the parts of him I got to see while I was watching that. So I want to know, do you guys have a celebrity crush? And if you do you want to share who it is? Up till now, I probably would have said my number one celebrity crush was Robert Downey Jr., but now my heart has been overtaken by Fiyero. But yeah, we'll see how long this phase lasts. Well, yeah, let me know what you guys think as far as celebrity crushes go. I know some people just aren't into people that they've never met in real life, and that's fine. This isn't anything serious. It's just a burning question for this week. How do you feel about celebrity crushes? Okay, thank you all again for being here. I hope this new format will be exciting and scratch the itch for both fans of the vlogs and fans of the Whippin' Chats. I love making these videos, so I appreciate you all for being here for them. And I will DAC you next week with another one. Bye, everybody.